Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Monday and welcome to my February lifestyle favorites. I am well aware that today is actually the first day of March, which, what? We are already in March. That's insane, but it's fine. The faster we get through this year, I guess, the faster we're into next year. So, and maybe things will be more normal. Who knows? Anyway, I feel like I have not done a lifestyle favorites video in a little while. It's definitely been a hot minute. So I wanted to be sure to squeeze it in for February because I have some really great things to share with you guys. I will say the vast majority, I'm just looking over here in my bucket of things that I drug up the stairs. The vast majority of things kind of revolve around a health situation that I had towards the end of January. I discussed it a little bit on my channel when it was happening, but since then I have made some pretty major lifestyle changes which I think have really put me in such a better state of health over just the last month or so. I am feeling so much better, and a lot of the things that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, I think are the causes of me feeling better. The benefits of me feeling, I don't know how to word that, but basically I think these particular products that I'm going to share with you guys just made a really big impact on my health, and I thought I would go ahead and share them because I know several of you also deal with the same condition that I have, and if you've never dealt with it, I hope you never have to because it's majorly unpleasant. But anyway, so you guys, let's get into it without further ado. The first thing I'm going to share with you is something that was sent to me. Everything else in this video I purchased myself. So Open Prints contacted me and let me know that they were going to start offering framed posters, and they were wondering if they could send me one to be able to share with you guys, and I said yes. They actually, I think it was last fall, they offered to send me a canvas, a framed canvas picture, essentially. I will put pictures of both of the canvas as well as the poster here at the end of this video so that you can see just the huge size of both of these things, as well as the quality of them, because sometimes I think that can be a little bit hard to pick up in video. But I had Stella select the picture that she wanted for this poster because it's going to go in her room. And when it came in the mail, I almost died because I was like, this is the most majestic, amazing thing that I've ever seen in my life. It's completely ridiculous. And you know, you can choose a picture of I don't know, a pretty picture of a sunset that you took, or of I don't know, the mountains or the beach or beautiful scenery, or I don't know, your kids. Of course, we are dog people, so we selected a picture of Mr. Kong, who, by the way, if you are not familiar with why my channel name is MrKongsMom, way back when I started my channel in, oh gosh, was it 2010? Yeah, it was a long time ago. I didn't have Stella, and so my main baby at the time was Mr. Kong. So that's why my channel name is what it is. It's named after my dog, who is now 15, and he's getting up there in years, obviously, and dealing with some health issues, but he's still a happy little boy, and we are clinging on to every moment that we have with him. So Stella was like, I want a framed picture of Mr. Kong. So you guys, I have to back the bus up a little bit because this thing is enormous. Are you ready? Oh my gosh. Look at this thing. It's huge. It's Mr. Kong and his tooth. Can Can you guys see his one toofus? It's one of the reasons that I've always loved this picture of him. This was taken outside in our backyard. This is actually from my iPhone. I have an iPhone 10 Plus. I don't know, it's a 10 something. So I literally took this picture with my phone and they were able to blow it up into this enormous poster, and the poster is framed. Sorry, the ring light is kind of making it a little bit difficult to see, which is why I'm gonna put the picture at the end. You guys, this is so nice. And on the back, you can choose whether you want to hang your picture vertically or horizontally. There's these really nice, really secure hanging bars here. And this is lightweight, but it's also really good quality, you guys. I love this so much. And the next time that Stella asks me for like some framed art for her room, she's actually really enjoying taking pictures with my phone lately. So if she takes a really cute picture of both of the dogs together, I'm going to order her a framed poster of the two of them. I prefer framed posters because I don't really want her putting a bunch of like push pins in the walls. We just recently redid her room and it's like all freshly painted and pretty and beautiful. So, but I think this is going to be stunning in her bedroom and I can't wait to hang it up. And a huge thanks to Open Prints for sending this, because it literally, I almost cried because I was like, it's just his sweet little face with his toofus and it kills me. I love it so much. And seriously though, the canvas that they sent me, it's a picture of Stella and Penelope together. They're just snuggling and it's just both of their heads, and it's amazing. Every time friends or family come over and they see that picture, they're like, this is gorgeous. And again, it was taken with my iPhone and they are able to blow these things up and they look so good, you guys. They look amazing. So I'm not a photographer at all. So I am just grateful that they were able to take just this precious little image, just this moment in time that I captured in front of our fireplace outside, and now we have it forever. And of course it's of our best little boy. So a big thanks to Open Prints for sending that out. Next is also a dog related item, but this is, again, the rest of the stuff I purchased myself, so no disclaimers. I recently discovered the sniff and bark collars. Oh, this is gonna be a new obsession. So I picked up Penelope's first collar from them and we started with the banana collar. I've always called Penelope my stinky little banana. She is a fawn pug and she has the little, you know, like black mask on her face, and we call that the butt of the banana. And then her little curly tail is like, you know, like the top of the banana basically. Anyway, that is irrelevant, but that is why I selected the banana collar. I love the quality of these collars. First off, they have these really nice heavy duty metal clasps. I have to be careful because I do have our phone number on this. So they actually engrave this part. Here we go, I'll show you the back. They engrave this part with the name of your dog as well as your phone number. You can actually put, I think it's 2 phone numbers on here. I just ended up putting mine, and then I put Penelope's name and our last name. So it's nice because this is really secure. There's no way for her to slip out of this. It comes with the little bow tie. You actually don't have to put the bow tie on, but obviously, of course, I was gonna put the bow tie on. And also this washes up really well. So you can see right now, it's a little dirty. Penelope has been, we call it mountain goating in our backyard. We have like tiered sections to our backyard, and she'll get up on the different tiers and just kind of tumble around in the mud and stuff. So, but these wash up so well. I just hand wash them in the sink. They air dry very quickly. They're made with cotton, so they're really easy to clean. And they're not expensive at all. Like, considering the fact that they also engrave the collar for you, I think I paid maybe 25 bucks for this. I can't remember. And there's different sizes. So Penelope is in the medium. She's a pug. So the medium fits her perfectly. Sorry. Oh, hi, Lisa. Hi, how are you? The medium fits her perfectly. They also have matching collars and leash sets. They just recently released the peach one. I think I have to get her the peach one for summer. They also have the avocado one, which I really want to get for her. I want like a whole wardrobe of just collars for her that we can change based on, I was going to say her mood, but her mood is always complete insanity. So it's really mama's mood. Do I think of her as a stinky banana or a sweet peach today? I have a feeling stinky banana is probably gonna be the most popular option with Penelope. She is such a little stinker, you guys. She's just, oh my gosh, this dog. But we love her so much. And my husband, I mean, I think the two of them might run off and get married together because this has turned into Craig's dog. They just cuddle together. It's irrelevant, but I can hear her snorting out in the hallway, by the way. I think she just heard me refer to Craig and she's like, what? My boyfriend? Anyway, these are fantastic. I'll put the link for Sniff and Bark down below. Check them out. If you like getting cute things for your dogs or even your cats, so cute. Okay, we are going to get into the Melanie's diverticulitis situation here. So the rest of the things that I'm showing you guys are kind of food related, supplement related, just things that have helped me heal my gut from my diverticulitis attack, and have really helped me just completely change the way that I eat, the way that I feel. I'm back to exercising. Like there's so many things that I have changed since January 20th, which is when my diverticulitis attack took place. If you don't know what diverticulitis is, I'm not gonna like really get into it in this video. I will link just like a WebMD thing down below for you. I think it's worth looking and reading about because I had no idea that I even had the diverticula to begin with. And when I got an infection in a few of mine, it was not good. And I had no idea what was going on with me. I just got violently ill one day, ended up in the ER on IV antibiotics, like high doses of like a painkiller because I could not handle the pain anymore. It is a constant debilitating pain when you have a diverticulitis attack. And I needed to completely change everything about my diet, the amount of water that I consumed, the supplements that I was taking, all of that stuff needed to be tweaked, reworked. But I feel healthier now after this attack than I have at any other point probably in the last few years. So in a way, I'm kind of thankful this happened. I'm not excited that I have the condition because it can flare up again, which is the reason for all of the major changes that I have made. I am actually scheduled for I get to have a colonoscopy now. Isn't this exciting? I feel like typically most people are in their 50s when they have to start getting colonoscopies on some kind of regular basis. But because of this attack, I have to have one early on. There is also my physician informed me that she has seen a huge uptick in colon cancer in her patients who are only in their 30s and 40s. And she said, you know, we're pretty sure that most of what you have going on in there is related to the diverticulitis, but we need to see. We need to investigate and make sure that there is not anything else going on because the younger and younger people are getting different types of colon cancer and not good. Obviously not good. And it's something that you want to catch very early on and deal with if it is a thing. So yeah, I've got that coming up. I think it's in April. I'm not excited about it, but it needs to be done. So let's talk things that, actually, I'm going to talk about some of the food things that I decided to incorporate. And here's the thing, you talk to your physician. These are things I'm working with, not only my primary care physician at this point, but I also have a gastroenterologist now. And I have worked with both the primary care and the gastroenterologist to figure out what works for me. With diverticulitis, you really need to get in contact with your doctor and figure out what is going to be the best course of action for you. So these things here worked for me. They may not work for you if you have diverticulitis, so keep that in mind. So one of the things that the doctor thought that I should really try doing right away was to incorporate a lot of fermented foods into my diet, especially since I was on some pretty hardy antibiotics for a week after the attack as well to heal everything up. Antibiotics really take a number on my system. A lot of people feel much better after they take antibiotics. They make me feel like garbage, and they completely destroy all of the good gut bacteria that you have. And when you have a condition like diverticulitis, you need that gut bacteria to be good so it can do its job, helping to digest your food and make things move along properly the way that they're supposed to. So I started eating the wild brine sauerkraut just a little bit every single day. By the way, my caloric intake, I think I cut it in half. I cannot eat nearly as much food as I used to, and as a result, I am actually losing weight finally. I needed to cut my caloric intake anyway because from the holidays, like I was eating candy, cookies, cakes, like they were going out of style. And I think that could have probably contributed to the flare-up that I had. The amount of sugar I was eating was insane. Sugar, not really a part of my diet anymore. And the great part was because I was feeling so sick for like 2 to 3 weeks after the attack, I think that actually helped me get over my sugar cravings. If you are used to eating a ton of sugar and suddenly you stop, oh my gosh, your body's gonna let you know you're gonna be real grumpy. Once you cut out that sugar and you go into those sugar withdrawals, that can be brutal. I've done that a few times cold turkey myself without having a flare-up like this, and it's not pleasant. So I think the fact that I was so sick from the diverticulitis helped me get through my sugar withdrawals because I didn't even notice that, probably part of the discomfort I was dealing with was the fact that I was not eating sugar anymore. My body was like, but I need it. My body doesn't need sugar anymore. I'm totally over my sugar cravings. In fact, when I eat something sweet now, it almost tastes too sweet for me. And I'm like, I don't like super sweet things anymore. They really don't appeal to me at all. So, stop eating sugar. It's really unpleasant for the first few days. You might get headaches. You might be grumpy. You might be a total beast. But it's so worth it to eliminate all of the excess sugar from your diet. It can only make you feel better, let me tell you. Where was I going with this? So sauerkraut, yes. I was eating a lot of the wild brine sauerkraut, also Bubby's pickles. Specifically, they are fermented. They look kind of gross in the jar because they look like they're slimy, but they're actually the best tasting pickles that I've ever had in my life. So good. So the fermented pickles, the sauerkraut were kind of my two go-tos for a little while there because that was what my gut was handling the best. There are some people who contacted me when I was talking about eating like the fermented foods that were like, I can't do that at all when I have diverticulitis. It makes me feel worse. So, but my gastroenterologist said, try that. It'll help rebuild the gut bacteria. It's really better than any probiotic that you can take. And it's just good for you. So I know sauerkraut can be really hard for people to handle. It's an acquired taste. I I don't know what to tell you if you don't like it. I think kimchi is another option. I don't like the taste of kimchi. So, you know, just anything that is fermented, I was totally happy to eat because it made me feel like $1,000,000. So eating a lot of those fermented foods and then just having a really plain diet outside of that. So lots of very basic foods were what I survived off of for a little while. And there were some days where I would just fast because it made me feel better. By the way, I'm still doing intermittent fasting now. I tried to fast for 18 hours. That is very easy for me to do now. I don't think I'm ever going to be one of those 1 meal a day people. No, that would not work for me. But fasting for 18 hours and then eating for like the other 6 hours, that works great for me. I used to do 16-8, but I found myself going way past noon most days and it was fine. So there's that. Other things I have incorporated to increase my hydration, which is one thing that I always struggle with, is I started taking these liquid IV hydration multiplier packs and adding them to my water. Now, I don't use these the way that most people do. So they're little packets like this. It's basically an electrolyte drink mix. And this is lemon lime. I also had the passion fruit flavor. I finished the passion fruit first. That was delicious. I don't love the lemon lime. It says to add this to 16 ounces of water. I don't like that. I use half of one of these in like probably 40 ounces of water. And it adds some taste to the water. I don't like plain water. Let's just like talk about that. I will not drink plain water. It reminds me of when I was pregnant with Stella and I had violent morning sickness all day for months when I was pregnant with her. And I knew that I had to drink water to replace the fluids that I was using. Well, I was using them, but also losing them, you know how. And so I forced myself to drink just plain water, and now I equate plain water with being violently nauseous. So, yeah, I know, right? She's 9, and I still cannot drink plain water without thinking, so this gives me some taste to my water. It also has those electrolyte properties that they say that you get one of these sticks multiplies your hydration like 3 times. So if you just put this in 1 glass of water, it's equal to essentially 3 glasses of water. So anyway, these last me a lot longer because I think they're a little too sweet for my liking on their own. And the sweetener that they have in here, by the way, is there's some sugar in here. There's 11 grams of sugar. Which is obviously less than ideal, but I do dilute it so much to where there's really not much sweetness left in it. It's mostly just that lemon lime or passion fruit flavor. And this is really, really good, you guys. And because I split them the way that I do, they last a lot longer for me. So typically I will take 1 of these a day and I refill my 40-ounce water container. I try to do it 3 times. That's a lot of water and I do struggle with that, but at least once or twice. That's way more water than I was ever drinking in the past. So I know some of you are like, that's still not enough. I know, but it's way more than I was ever drinking in the past. And it's only possible because of these things. So if you've never tried the Liquid IV, they have different flavors to choose from. Check them out, really good. When rebuilding my gut bacteria, besides the fermented foods, I also took other things because I just wanted to make sure that I was getting as much as possible. So I picked up this GI Recovery. Now I found this at my local Fred Meyer, but I think I can link to this at like Amazon or something. This is the Enzyme Medica GI Recovery Superfoods and glutamine drink mix. This is in the tropical greens flavor. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that this is particularly delicious, but it's palatable. This helps to improve digestion performance after antibiotics or other upsets. And it also claims powerful prebiotics boost the microbiome, which I do believe that building up your gut microbiome is one of the best things that you can do for your body. It really helps to enhance healing from conditions like diverticulitis if you can build up your good gut bacteria again. So this has lots of good things in it. Yeah, and it really honestly helped me feel so much better. So they have a superfood blend in here, which contains carrot, brown rice, grape, apple, daikon radish, cabbage, celery, cucumber, banana, onion, burdock, spinach, pear, orange peel, tomato, sweet pepper, bean sprout, eggplant. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, you just take a tablespoon of this and you mix it with like 8 to 16 ounces of water, and it works really good. And I ran out of my Hum probiotics, so I went with the Nature's Bounty just because I was at Costco one day and I was like, oh, I need some probiotics. I really do like these Nature's Bounty probiotics, so I picked mine up at Costco, but again, this is another thing that you can get on Amazon if you don't have a Costco card. This has 20 billion live probiotic cultures with 10 different strains. These work great. They're only one a day, which is kind of nice. Most of the probiotics that I tend to purchase, you'll need to take 2 of, but I think it's kind of nice that these you only need to do 1. Another thing that my gastroenterologist actually suggested was consuming papaya, or getting the chewable Super Papaya Enzyme Plus after meal supplements. I was talking too long. My camera cut me off. I'm gonna have to speed this up here. Sorry guys, I know this is a long video, my apologies. Anyway, I will link some articles down below about the benefits of papaya in terms of helping you digest your food. What I have learned about myself is that I have really weak insides, you guys. One of my first surgeries when I was a child was a hernia repair. After I had Stella, I had to have a tummy tuck because I had a really severe, super bad case of diastasis recti, which means my stomach muscles never grew back together after my pregnancy. So when you get pregnant, your stomach muscles have to do this to accommodate a baby, right? Like the muscles don't just like go out, like they have to make room. So for most people, they come back together after pregnancy. Mine just stayed out here. I had a massive gap that went from like the top of like my sternum here down to like, you know, all the way down. I could watch my intestines processing food, like when I would lay in bed, like I could see my intestines moving the food along. That is how big of a gap I had in my stomach muscles after having Stella. So I had to have that repaired. And now I have diverticulitis. So yeah, weak insides. Yay for me. Good genetics, right? Anyway, these particular supplements here do help me digest my food a lot better, and I find that I have way less bloating. They're really fantastic. Look into these. And the last thing I was going to suggest was just some teas that I've been loving lately. I'm laying off the coffee just a little bit. I don't love that, but I found some Tazo teas that are really delicious. So again, I'll link these down below. This is the peppermint huckleberry. By the way, I really love these Tazo teas. I think they're delicious. This is so good. Another favorite is the matcha mate grapefruit. Absolutely delightful. And lastly, the organic peach cobbler. If you only try one thing from this video, I need you to get this tea because it's so good. It's really, really delicious. So you guys, I'm gonna cut it off there. I actually have a couple more things. I'll save them for next month. I've been talking way too much now. So thank you so much for taking the time to tune in today. Happy Monday. I hope your week, your month is off to a great start. I have a really great month of content planned for you guys. So stay tuned for that. Let me know if you have any questions. Open that description box. All the information is down there, and let me know if you have any questions. And high five if you are a fellow diverticulitis sufferer. I know there's a few of you. You have shared lots of really great information with me, and I will continue to share what works for me. So have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodaloo!